have known Dr. Ravi Mehrotra for the last 13 years and have been knowing him at both a personal and professional front. He is a very simple and unassuming person, but nevertheless he is a extremely brilliant and practical endocrinologist. He not only looks after our patients, but he is an endocrinologist to my family. He looks after both my parents and their diabetes, and I am very grateful to him for that, and I wish him all the best in the future. Thank you.
I am honored to talk about Mehrotra sir. I have done my certificate course in diabetes under Dr. Mehrotra's guidance. He is a wonderful teacher and he is always supportive to our ICU. Whenever we had difficult DI patients, uncontrolled sugar patients in the ICU, he is always with us to support these patients. And one great quality in him is whenever you call him, even in the middle of the night, he takes his phone to first ring. Thank you, sir. Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, I'm very happy to speak a few words and my association with Dr. Mehrotra for the past quite a lot of years. Anyway, I still remember this young man coming into my cubicle in the old lab down in the basement, smiling and with a volley of questions to me. What instruments do we have? What are the tests that we perform? What are the hormones that I'm offering at that time? What is our turnaround times? But he was very good, and I understood that he was a very sincere person who was really interested in making our department better. And always he would ask for every patient's report, call up and find out what the patient's report was from his clinic. And this is one clinician who would never complain at whatever time a critical result has been informed to him. And I also remember I have a fond memory of seeing the little Mehrotra who was born in our labor room. I remember all our lab doctors going and visiting the little boy in the cradle, and it's a very friendly association that we have had all these years, and I wish Dr. Mehrotra all the best in his professional and personal life in all his endeavors in the future.
Hi, I am Dr. Ruma Sinha, gynecologist at Apollo Hospital. I have known Dr. R.N. Mehrotra and his wife Dr. Rakhi for almost 20 to 23 years, right from his college days when he was doing his DM in endocrinology at SGPGI. I found him a very diligent, sincere and an honest doctor. You would find Dr. Mehrotra in rounds or his room always smiling, and that's quite reassuring to a fellow colleague as well as to his patient. Whenever you find him in a round or you present him with a problem, he'll always be smiling and have a solution for it. In fact, in the evening when we meet, often most of us are relaxing with a cup of tea or maybe even enjoying with our friends. But I found in that few hours in the evening that he's at home. He's almost always attending calls from the hospital, finding out about the sugar reports of the patients, guiding the nurses what to do, which I think as a doctor is very remarkable. As a doctor or as a colleague, I feel extremely confident in asking my patients to consult him for any of the endocrinology problem. In fact, that goes the same for any of my family members or even for ourselves if we have a personal issue. I wish Dr. R.N. Mehrotra, his wife Dr. Rakhi, Deepanjali and Aditya all the best in the coming years.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. It's a pleasure to share some of my feelings about my senior colleague Dr. Ravi Mehrotra. You know him probably more than me, but as a good colleague of him, I feel that with his wealth of experience, with his simple, calm and cool nature, he's an asset to any organization that he works in. I wish Dr. Ravi Mehrotra and his family all the best things in life. Bye.
I have known Dr. Mehrotra for the last 10 years. I consider him to be one of the finest consultants in the field of endocrinology. He always believes what is best for the patient is the plan to be executed. He is known for his straightforward approach. He is one of the best in his field and known as a walking, talking Harrison's, which is the Bible of medicine books. We have many patients who come for his consultations, not only local but also international patients who come all the way to India just to consult him. I am very proud to be working with Dr. Mehrotra.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's been 8 years that I have known Mehrotra sir. He's a scary person, people say, and probably it's true sometimes, especially when somebody misses an insulin dose or somebody doesn't bother to collect a patient's history. That just goes to show he's concerned about his patients, and if I were to get admitted in a hospital, I definitely want to be with a consultant who's concerned and bothered about me. He loves his dogs. He's got a great sense of humor too. He is a great movie buff. He has to watch every single movie in the theaters. He's a great family man. He is passionate about his work. He is a dedicated human being. But the most important thing he teaches all of us is how we should go about our work. He does not really bother about anything else, and that's exactly how we should be. We should be professional, we should be concerned about our patients, and we should do our work well. So,
when I first joined Apollo, I never realized that informing blood sugars will turn out to be such a scary business. It's been 8 years that I know Mehrotra sir, and I can say for a fact that perceptions are very untrue when it comes to him. He is kind, patient, knowledgeable, and concerned about his patients, apart from being a wonderful person with a great sense of humor. I am privileged to have known him.
Hello, I am Dr. SUSIE HARIHARAN. This morning I got a call and I was told that I have to give a testimonial about Dr. Mehrotra. I literally jumped at the chance. I have worked under him in the clinical trials, and also I have been a patient of his. He is an excellent ethical person who does not do anything wrong. In clinical trials, he stuck to the rules, the protocol. He made sure the patients gave their consent form and they understood every part of the trial. And as a patient, he is so good to the patients that he takes care of them and sees that they are comfortable. He is calm, quiet, very distinguished. To quote an incident, one of the patients had a very low blood sugar of 23, and we were just getting ready to start the drip when Dr. Mehrotra walked in, and with his calmness and assurance, he started the treatment so efficiently and was so reassuring that both the patient and patient attendants and the doctor and the nurses were so reassured by him. I just want to tell you that Apollo is a great hospital, and the greatness of Apollo is maintained by some of the doctors like Dr. Mehrotra, who is a stalwart supporter.
Namaste all. I have been working with Dr. Mehrotra for 8 years since I have joined Apollo Hospitals, Hyderabad. Although he has been considered as a strict person who seldom smiles, apart from his external appearance, he is a man of great discipline, in-depth knowledge, and a person who is there for you whenever there is a need. He is meticulous in his work and expects the same from his colleagues and juniors. I see that he is a caring father of 2 children, and his daughter has joined our own profession to continue the heritage. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Mehrotra for serving humanity.
Dr. Mehrotra is very organized, very decisive, and complete holistic treatment approach is there in his, and very disciplined, and he has a specific instructions for everybody. He counsels the patients as diabetic is a prolonged disease and chronic. He gives an overall holistic approach for the patient. He counsels the patients according to their level of understanding, make them understand how the disease will progress and how his life is going to be smooth and when followed, and gives them the very good hope for them.
Dear sir, I take this opportunity to thank you for all your guidance in our inpatient diabetic management. You're a man of few words, but yet you make it very clear of what your expectations are from our department. And we are glad that you are so precise and you're particular, and you're one rare diabetologist and endocrinologist who's really interested in understanding the subject of nutrition, guiding us on that, particular about when the food arrives or what is really contained in that food. And we are happy and glad that you are the way you are. because it definitely helped us streamline many of our internal processes for you being so particular, and help us helps us understand the relevance in inpatient diabetic care. My team very gladly joins me in congratulating you.
It's very privileged for me to talk about Dr. R.N. Mehrotra sir, because he's such an excellent doctor who take care of a patient in very well. He talks to the staff, he talks to the in charge, he talks to the duty doctor on the floor, and his rounds is very interesting because when he take care of the patient, he talks about the diet, intake, and he speaks to the patient as well as to the attenders. He is very conscious about his patients anytime, anywhere, wherever he is, and he loves the patient if we tell everything in detail about the patient. Sir is very good in talking to the staff when we explain about the patient in detail. He is very excellent doctor, and I am very thankful to for giving this good opportunity. Thank you.
He preceded me at Apollo by maybe a month or two, and well, he's been a great support for all of us. I value him as a friend and as a co-consultant. Any patient with diabetes or any issues with endocrine issues, the first person I would think of is Ravi, because he had this amazing knack of tracking maybe 20 inpatients, 40 outpatients at the same time and without a hitch. So he came to be known as Mr. Dependable when it comes to endocrinology. Apart from that, Ravi is a very soft-spoken, self-effacing guy. We all like him. Everybody, without exception. I wish him well in whatever he does.
Dr. Mehrotra is very friendly, professional and totally committed towards the well-being of his patients. Love you, sir.
Thank you for everything, sir.
Rakhi Mehrotra here. We have been a part of Apollo family since 19 years. Ravi is very dedicated, hardworking and caring person. I have been very fond memories with this hospital as we had a son, right, been born over here, and he is a great husband. I wish I could be like that, and I have been working with him and I have learned many things from him. I wish all the best to him.
Hi everybody, I'm his daughter. My dad has been the greatest inspiration of my life, and I'm on the way of becoming a doctor like him, and I hope I become half the doctor he is right now, and he is the greatest dad I've ever seen, and I love him a lot. Apollo has been like a very great family to us. It's very friendly, and I have gotten my inspiration of becoming a doctor from Apollo itself.
Hello, my name is Aditya Mehrotra. My father has been my role model and my hero since my childhood. I've always tried walking in his footsteps as a doctor, but after looking at his dedication levels and the amount of hard work he puts in, I've decided to go into the engineering field. Already knows how much I love him.